name is Erin.
My name is Nicole.
Welcome to And Dude, That's Fucked Up.
Oh, dude, that's fucked up.
Oh, bitch. Thank you so much for listening. It's always a wild ride.
Oh my goodness.
Cheers.
Cheers. These past couple episodes have been...
It's real haphazard, if you will. You know, I keep saying, I just moved. I keep moving. I'm moving. We're moving. We moved. Yeah, that's the business. We have a new P.O. box.
Yeah.
I don't know it off the top of my head.
Look on fucking social medias. We don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? If you want to send us something, tweet us or
Ask
message
us.
Slide into our DMs.
I mean, we usually respond, truly. Yeah, that's the business.
Oh my goodness.
We can get mail.
Mm-hmm.
We can
Answer questions.
Hey, you know what? Review us.
Oh, yes. That would be lovely. Especially because, like, the more better ones we get, the more it'll bump the 1-star one we got to the bottom.
Because we say like too much.
I don't care. Listen, we have these deep, like, there it is, problems with how women talk with, like, vocal fry and saying like or or whatever. Who gives a shit? You know what? Some people are able to listen to it. Some aren't. That's fine.
You know, go fuck yourself. I'm just kidding.
You know what? I'm going to stop saying like. I'm going to start saying fuck instead.
Yeah.
I'm going to start saying Gnard instead.
How fun was that throwback of a word last episode?
I keep writing it, and it looks very foreign. I feel like I'm going to spell gnocchi.
Wait, how are you spelling Gnard? With a G?
Yeah.
Gnard?
Wait.
No, it's N-A-R-D. You're thinking of gnarly, which is like a totally different word.
I like the silent G.
Okay.
Are you sure that's wrong?
I mean...
Nard, N-A-R-D, I don't like that. It doesn't seem as, like, interesting.
International? I thought you were going to say international. But what would it be short
These
for?
are spicy nards.
Nicole can say it like that because she's Italian.
And it's not, yeah. But also, I mean, I think you can say that accent. It's just cartoony.
Yeah.
Yeah, also I am Italian, so nobody get mad, all right? I'm a quarter Italian. You can't tell by the way I look, but because I'm a very clear and transparent skin. My skins are very...
You're like Northern Italian.
No, but I'm Southern.
Oh.
Yeah, it is a thing. And yeah, it's like I think they're like border with Switzerland.
Uh-huh.
Because there's like the Italian Alps or something. I'm not making that up, right?
Mm-mm.
We don't know.
Hi, welcome to our geography podcast.
It's geography.
That's what Gnard is short for. Geography.
Yeah. Yardley.
Oh, God.
I'm just anything with a G or an N. I'm just gonna start combining them and turn them into new words.
All right. Well,
sounds right. How would you say it? Right?
Yeah, it has to be an N. It has to have an N in it.
That's easier. They're trying to wedge an N into a G word. That's really hard.
It's necessary. Unnecessary.
I'm Nicole. Hi, this is Dude That's Fucked Up. I'm Nicole.
Oh my God.
My stomach muscles hurt. I use the term muscles very loosely.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, enough about our abdomens.
Yeah.
Our abdomens. Anything fucked up for you this week?
Okay. Well, my first thing was going to be I went to an Airbnb and I was sitting on the couch and I realized these couches were like corduroy adjacent.
Oh, shit.
That is not the type of couch you should have for an Airbnb because that is trapping every single person's farts that sits. And I farted on that couch and so did Pete. And they were like, Pete's farts were like comical. I don't know what he was doing, but they're like, like each one had like a different like
tone,
cadence. Like some came out, and then some were like, and I was like crying laughing.
You're making jazz music there by yourself. That is amazing.
Pete's asshole was a jazz quartet. was wild.
Oh, wow. But yeah, like I feel like a corduroy couch or a corduroy adjacent couch is a fart trapper keeper.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You just take the day's farts and you just put them in there. It's very trapper keepers are very 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
But that's not my fucked up thing because today I got an email from People Magazine because I get like email alerts or whatever, and it was like the days.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like the editor in chief, like.
Oh yeah, we're
sent
like
you an email.
BFFs. Today I got an email from People Magazine. They want me on the cover.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's wait until the world's most beautiful people episode, and then we'll talk. Episode issue. No, it was like a today's gossip stories, like trending, whatever thing.
Yeah, a hot goss update.
Yeah,
email.
Here's your hot goss delivered piping.
Piping through the email tubes.
Yeah.
Mm.
And there was a picture, which, okay, this is sad because I think he's going through something, but also I like can't not comment on this. Fucking Aaron Carter of I Want Candy, brother of Nick Carter, tween superstar, got a fucking face tattoo. Like, it is wild.
Oh, honey, no.
And I just feel so bad because he's clearly like having trouble and he's like been saying, he's like been abused and stuff, and like that's very sad, and I think he's processing a lot of that stuff, but like
not with the face tattoo.
No, like
it's on your face.
It's so big. It's
what
like
is it?
I don't even know.
Is it like a design?
Yeah,
like
it's like a
Mike
design.
Tyson situation.
It might be a bird or something. I'm not sure. It's very large, and like
dear.
It's just like, oh man, and that's forever.
Yeah. Oh,
excuse me. So
poor thing, man.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel bad for him. So that was my fucked up thing, because like, dude, put it on your back like Ben Affleck did. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
fucking Ben Affleck.
Then you could, one, at least lie about it, and two, cover it with a shirt.
Also, like, do we think it's real? Is it real? Can it be fake? Maybe.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think it's real. Yeah.
Did it look like red?
No, but I think maybe it's been a couple days or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he's been.
Because, like, I remember when Ben Affleck got his, like, heinous fucking back tattoo, and everybody was like, this cannot be real.
It's a phoenix.
Please, God, let it not be real. But it was.
Well, and he said it's fake. He's like, it's for a film, and people were like, oh, it's like for a movie. But then it's like cut to 4 years later or whatever. He's like mowing the lawn with his shirt off. They're like, why does he still have that gross ass fake tattoo?
Oh, he's like, I decided to just go for it.
Oh my God. The only back tattoo that I like is Steve-O's own face on his own back. That's funny. It's like meta.
Yeah.
It's very Steve-O. It's like very on brand.
I love Steve-O.
The art was like pretty good.
Yeah.
That's the thing too, because it's like Ben Affleck's back tattoo it doesn't look good. Like it's not a nice piece of art.
And it's like Ben Affleck's not a like ironic, like, oh, look at this back tattoo kind of dude. He's like, I'm a serious actor.
Yeah. He's like, I'm an Academy Award nominated, maybe.
No, he won.
For writing, for screenplay.
Yeah, he and Matt Damon. Matt Damon. They won for Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, I heard they're writing a new script together.
I mean, that's cute.
It's cute. It's been like 25 years, so
they should.
It's time.
Yeah,
but also, can you strike lightning twice? Is that the saying?
Catch lightning in a bottle twice. I don't know.
You can certainly get hit by lightning twice. Some people have.
I know. See, that's why, and people have won the lottery twice too.
True, yeah.
Yeah. Good for them.
Well, what's your fucked up thing this week?
I mean, this is like kind of topic adjacent. Also, previously we mentioned something that's topic adjacent.
Yeah.
So I found out what an atomic sit-up is this week. Because boys are weird when they're adolescents, and I did not know this. Like,
oh, I know what it is, I think.
Yeah, okay. DJ told me what it is, because I was telling him about what our topic was going to be this week. And he was like, oh, like, I don't know. We just, like, got to talking about, like, gross shit.
Yeah.
And he was all, oh, have you ever heard of atomic sit-up? It's like when you...
Wait. Wait.
Okay, you
Does
tell
he,
me.
No, I know what it is.
Okay.
Does he know, is he referencing it from the movie Heavyweights?
No.
Oh, okay.
But
It's the same thing?
It's the same thing.
Okay, tell me.
So like it's like you go to camp or you like hang out with a bunch of dudes and you are just like gross. Like
you're like a prepubescent boy.
Prepubescent boy. You're lighting your farts on fire.
Or you're a girl because we did that.
Oh yeah.
We had our friend try and light her queefs on fire.
Oh yeah. We tried to have her blow out a candle with her queef. Yeah. I think she did it. I think she did it.
What a day.
That's what I was explaining. I was like telling him like, oh, girls are gross too.
Yeah,
this is like another level. It's like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Atomic sit-up apparently is when you're like gas up somebody and you're like you have to do this like ultimate sit-up. So you like you blindfold them, but like you're holding down their head with like a blindfold, and you're like you have to like try your best. Like we're holding down your forehead.
Like applying pressure
to the yeah.
So they have to use more strength,
more upper body strength
to
like
or core strength
to do it or core strength. So they are trying really hard to do a sit-up, but they can't see anything.
Yeah,
and then you pull the thing that's off their face, and somebody goes over the top of them and pulls down their pants and puts their butthole in their face, and they sit up into the butthole. And I'm just like, boys are so gross.
Oh
like
God.
when they're like 13 years old, 12, 13 years old, and they're like at camp or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Because do boys do sleepovers? Probably, but
yeah,
like
they do.
It's mostly, who knows? Like they're at fucking football camp or
yeah. Oh,
sleepaway camp, and they
this could be happening well into your early 20s if you're a dude. I feel like
for sure.
Okay, I knew what that was because there is the best scene in the movie Heavyweights with Ben Stiller, who's like an exercise fanatic, and all the kids like bet him that he can't do. They're like arguing. And then he's like, what are you guys arguing about? And it's like, oh, well, he says you can't do a sit-up blindfolded. And he's
it's exactly that. Yeah.
And he's like, what? That's stupid. Of course you can. And it's like, no, I don't think blind people can do sit-ups or whatever. And he's like, you guys are fucking dumb. Let me show you. Puts on a blindfold.
And they do the whole
thing.
Does
a sit-up into a kid's butthole.
Yeah.
And then goes, oh my God. And then he like does that thing where you like hit someone in the back of the knees so they fall to a kid. He doesn't do it the kid with his pants down. It's very funny. That's a very good movie.
It is a good movie. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah.
Does it hold up? I don't know.
I think there's problematic things about it because it's like fat shaming kids, I think. But also it's like
the message
a parody.
Is to not.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe it's fine.
I don't know.
It seems fine.
I mean, everything made in the 90s. Early
is
2000s
made in the 90s.
Is made in the 90s.
You just gotta acknowledge it and be like, that's how the world was then. There's also still garbage movies for the 90s that were made in the 90s that still are like, that was bad then also.
Yeah. Like I watched the movie The Piano the other day. What a terrible fucking movie.
Why'd you watch that?
Because it was on TV and I was like, I'd never seen this before. It was like Anna Paquin. She
as like a 8-year-old.
Yeah, she was so young. And Holly Hunter.
Great. Amazing.
Right?
So good on Succession.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, it's her.
I fucking love Holly Hunter.
Oh my God.
Do you guys watch Succession?
Dude.
Holy fucking shit. That show is...
Chef's kiss.
Oh.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It is.
Who's your favorite character and why is it Roman? Or Greg? Or Jerry?
Oh, Greg, and Tom, 1,000%.
Oh.
Every week there is a juicy scene that has nothing to do with anything that's going on. It's just these two actors who are like so good with each other and like know their characters so well.
Yeah.
And just like get the funniest little bits and they just like make it a meal. And it's like, oh, this scene, I could watch them in their own show.
Oh my God.
Do nothing.
I know.
It's so funny. Yeah, Roman, there's some weird shit going on with him, and it's...
I love it.
Yeah. It's good.
Love it. Oof.
Also, okay, Pete and I were like having a full discussion about how come Kieran Culkin, how come he's like successful in doing this thing? Where the fuck is Macaulay?
Macaulay is done. He doesn't want to do this
But
bullshit
he's so
anymore.
good too, you know?
But he like makes money from
Whatever.
royalties and shit.
And
I
like
think
his band or something,
he's-
Rat Pizza or what is it?
Pizza Underground.
Oh, okay.
And he does his podcast, and he's just like
Oh, I didn't know
trying to like live his best adult life, and
Yeah.
he needs to do whatever the fuck he wants to
Yeah.
do. But Kieran Culkin coming
Amazing.
on strong.
Wow. Amazing.
Ugh, I love him so much.
Mm-hmm.
Rory Culkin also was in that show Castle Rock.
Oh, I don't know that show.
It's like the Stephen King show
Oh.
on Hulu, I think.
I didn't know there was a third.
Yeah, Rory, he's great.
How do I know? How else would I know him?
What was he in? Oh, he's a Culkin. I mean,
I
they're
don't
all
know.
just so talented and lovely.
Hmm.
I want to say he was in I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Something good.
I'll
but
look him up.
He's great.
Mm.
They're all great.
Mm.
Angels. Anyway,
That's a talented family.
that's all. I just, really, I don't know how we got to Succession, but I'm glad we did.
I'm glad we did too. I haven't watched this week's episode. We're gonna watch it later, so
It's real good, babe.
I can't wait.
Okay. Succession has nothing to do with today's topic, but we've kind of alluded to the fact that it probably has to do with poop.
It does.
It does. Spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
Wow.
I could make a segue. I pooped right before you got here
Uh-huh.
because I held it in all day at work which is very on topic. But it's just like I can't like relax enough to go in and have it be easy.
Yeah.
And so I just don't even attempt it.
So you're like, okay, poop will come out, but it's just not going to be a relaxing time for anybody.
I mean, I would have to force it out.
Oh, I see.
Do you know? Or like, I don't know. I mean, I'll go if it's like urgent.
Right.
But I went in today and a lady was in there definitely pooping. And you could tell it's like quiet. There's a bit of a stench.
Je ne sais poo.
A je ne sais turd. And I'm like, oh, and then I couldn't tell like which stalls. Maybe multiple people were pooping because there was like a lot of closed doors, and so I like went into one right next door. I just had to pee. I like tried to make it very fast. I was like very respectful. I'm like, dude, this lady needs to do her thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm like trying to pee and get out there quick, but she's racing me because it's that thing of like where you don't, you want to get out before the person next to you, wash your hands and get out so they don't know it was you that just shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm trying to hurry, but then I hear her pulling the toilet paper, like trying to get out of there. And I'm like, oh no, should I slow down, let her out? And then I'm like, no, because it sounds like she's only wiped like maybe once or twice. She might have more.
She's a one wiper.
No, she wasn't.
Oh, no.
She had more to go. So I like hurried. I wash my hands. I go out, and there's like this little interim
Like a little vestibule.
hallway, yeah, with like a mirror in it. And my hair is like very dirty today, so I'm like, ugh, I needed to fix it. It just like did not look good. So I was like fixing my hair, and then I took too long, and then she came out, and she had all this stuff, and it was like very awkward.
We're talking about pooping at work today, guys.
Oh God.
We've kind of had like some sidebar conversations about this.
Yeah.
Leading into other topics, but we're going to devote an entire topic to it today.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Well, it was the topic of a recent New York Times article, so I feel like that's been validated.
Yeah.
It made it an official topic.
I mean, there's many articles about it.
Oh, yeah.
You can Google pooping at work, and many respected, well-heeled publications will yield a result for you.
Yeah, and you know what? It's because it takes up so much of our headspace during the week at work.
Yeah.
Like this morning I didn't poop, and then it like ruined my whole day because I'm like, well, I can either stay around here and hope I poop soon and then I'm like late to work.
Yeah.
Or I can go and just like maybe poop at work if there's like an opportune time, or you just hold it till you get home.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's hard.
I think it ruins productivity. It ruins office morale if you have a really bad poop situation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that this it really is a big deal for
Yeah.
some people. And I think a lot of anxiety is built up around it, especially for women.
Especially for women.
A lot of men have issues too, but
Oh, really?
oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. We'll get to those later.
Okay.
So a few years ago,
Mhm.
IKEA, of all things,
Mhm.
conducted a survey of 12,500 Americans asking what some reasons were for working at home. Like, what would be some benefits for working at home?
Oh, interesting. Probably like as a way to like
Make your home a workspace
yeah,
or
like a
something.
home workspace, like
Yeah.
figuring out, oh, what kind of products do we want to come up with, blah blah blah.
Yeah. So that survey yielded some very interesting results. And this is from the survey, quote, by a wide majority, the 12,500 respondents' minds are firmly stuck in the office toilet. 68% listed the appeal of their private privy as the main attraction of working at home, citing everything from dissatisfaction with the office brand of toilet tissue to
Okay.
social discomfort over communal restroom sound effects.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
It's getting I was thinking about this too because the toilet paper at work, and no matter where you work, I feel like is like
One
sandpaper.
play, yeah.
Oh my god, one ply sandpaper.
Ugh.
I miss my tushy when I'm not at home.
Oh yeah, you need your
I
bidet.
need my bidet.
Um, you can
Oh
get
yeah,
a peri rinse thing that like uh
for on the go.
postpartum people use.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a really good one.
Oh,
Um, but yeah,
bidet to go.
bidet to go.
Mhm.
Yeah, this
Bidet
is
to no.
no, that's not
No.
not what it is. Yeah, I mean, I remember one of my old offices. It was just like there was two stalls in there, so and you could lock the entire bathroom.
Oh.
And I would do that all the time.
Yeah.
But I would fuck over somebody who really had to pee. And I was like, well, I'm shitting, so fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
And it was an office of like literally 12 people. So,
Oh, so that's fine.
yeah.
What are the chances that someone's gonna piss themselves because you're pooping? Like,
Yeah.
there's not that many people.
Yeah, but it was like probably really annoying. Like, I
Yeah.
know my boss like tried to come in the bathroom a few times and she was like, God damn it, who keeps locking the door?
While you're in there?
Yeah, like I can hear her from the outside in the hallway just being so pissed. And then I just waited a really long time until I knew she was away. And then I snuck back into my office and I was like, she'll never know it was me. And I was like, no, I was at CVS getting some soda water. That's so weird. I wonder who it was.
I was getting a kind bar at
Yeah,
CVS.
Exactly.
Oh, it wasn't me. I was just getting some emerald almonds at Walgreens
I was
across the street.
Taking up my birth control.
Yeah, sorry.
So, yeah.
It must be a guy that's pooping in there. Why would they lock the door?
Yeah, because the men's restroom was always overflowing
Ew.
and smelled like shit. Real bad. Okay, real quick, I just have to tell you this story. I think I might have told this story before, but I can't remember.
Oh no.
This is one of the worst things that ever happened to me at work.
Okay.
So at one point in time, I ended up working 2 jobs
Uh-huh.
in the same office.
Oh.
But for a totally different person.
Mhm.
It was my boss's really good friend, and she was running her business out of our office, basically.
Oh, okay.
She was like renting office space.
It was
from
like a
us,
WeWork for her.
basically.
Okay.
And she was horrible. She was this awful, awful woman. And I kind of agree. I was like young. I was 23 years old
Mhm.
and didn't know how to say no to people who are in authority at all.
Mhm.
And my boss was like, hey, my friend needs help doing some bookkeeping and she was like flattering me, giving me all the like praise and like building up my confidence. She's like, you can totally do it. I'll give you like, I don't even think she gave me a raise, but she was like, here, just like help her out for a few months real quick. No
Yeah.
big deal.
I'll give you extra Post-its.
Yeah. Super chill. This bitch comes in. She has me doing all of her shit.
Oh,
like,
no.
I barely know how to use fucking QuickBooks.
Yeah.
I learn on the job. I'm like out here trying to like, I'm asking our main accountant, how the fuck do you do this? Every single day, I'm like Googling shit, like trying to figure it all out as I go.
You're fucking running her LuLaRoe.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah.
bullshit.
I'm running her fucking online lending bullshit.
Oh, God.
So I probably need to cut that out. So I hate her. I hate it so much. I do it for almost a year, 11 months to be exact.
Oh, my God.
I'm doing another whole ass job while I'm doing my job that I get paid for. That just happens to be under the same roof. I'm reaching my breaking point. The breaking point comes when this bitch overflows the toilet in our office. And instead of using the plunger that's in the bathroom, cleaning up her own shitty water, she comes to me and says, Erin, I overflowed the toilet. Can you, take care of it? And I'm like, take care of what? And she's like, it's overflowed. And I was like, you want me to clean up your shitty water? I didn't say that. I wish I would have. But I was just staring at her in disbelief, like, you, what?
Like, trying to get her to admit to, like, my dump clogged this toilet.
Yeah. And I think she was so embarrassed, like, she really didn't know what to say or do. So yeah, I went in there, mopped up her shitty water, unclogged the toilet. I fucking fixed that shit.
What a champion.
And I went into my boss's office and I said, I'm done with this bullshit. And pay me. Or I'm just leaving all the jobs. But I didn't say it like that. I was not assertive. I just
you went in.
I went in and I burst into tears.
You're like, I had to clean up her shit water.
Yeah.
Pay me money.
Yeah, I was like, my bonus better be fucking good and I want a raise. I did manage to stammer that out. But yeah, it was.
I can't take this shit anymore. Literal shit she's making me clean up.
And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
She, to her credit, she was very chagrined about it. And felt real bad. And then her friend quickly moved out to a new office space.
Where were we before that?
Well, just pooping at work in a communal restroom. And if you have a bad work restroom, it's so hard.
Oh, especially if you're a woman, you were saying.
Yeah, especially if you're a woman. Not only do you have to deal with, okay, I don't know about you, but when you walk into the workplace, I feel like you're constantly self-conscious about what you're wearing. Is my attire work appropriate enough? Mm-hmm. Is it too casual today, or did I dress up way too much? Oh my
God, is my hair too ugly today, or dirty, or am I wearing enough makeup?
Yeah, should I have worn glasses today? Should I have worn my contacts today? Should I just rip my eyeballs out completely with a melon baller? What do I do?
Yeah.
So I don't know. This is every day, just not even in the workplace, but especially in the workplace.
It's heightened there for some reason.
It's heightened there.
Yeah.
Because
you know people.
You know people, and I think being in a workplace, a office environment, is especially weird because you are so intimately involved with everybody. Mm-hmm. You learn people's habits, what they eat for lunch, what their family is like somehow. There comes a time where you kind of cross this line of just being super professional.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of bleeds into if you work there long enough, I think.
Well, and it's hard not to. Someone at my work, I've been there. This is my 4th week, and someone got engaged on their vacation and came back last week, and we celebrated and stuff. And it's you're automatically just pulled into each other's lives because you're with each other every day.
And you have to have a level of camaraderie.
Yeah.
And
to get through the day.
It can be really shitty sometimes at work, and you have to be you work closely with these people, so might as well try to make it as bearable as possible by befriending or getting comfortable with people. Mm-hmm. So, but that said, regardless, as a woman, I think we are still extremely self-conscious of what we're wearing, of how we look. And then we have the added discomfort of shitting at work. You were saying, your whole day can be ruined by not pooping or pooping. Mm-hmm. So also, we just have to deal with getting our period at work. Having getting any kind of stomach discomfort. Is it gonna be shit?
But also now, I mean, now that we're at this age, it's oh, do you have to pump at work?
Right.
Do you have to are you is your fucking vagina flopping out of your underwear because you gave birth 6 weeks ago or whatever. It's like, there's like real shit that I feel like women are dealing with. So
Yeah.
it's,
And men are dealing with, I mean, they have to pee in front of each other, which.
that could cause problems, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But like, but still, I mean, I feel like.
The pooping at work is just another thing to pile on top of it.
Also, we've all agreed, I'm sorry, like, whatever your parts are, peeing's not that bad. I'll pee in front of people. Like, I don't pee in front of Pete, but, like, sometimes I leave the door ajar. But, like, I would if I had to.
Yeah.
Like, I've done it in the woods and he's around.
You like your privacy.
Yeah.
And also, like, we get bladder infections really easily. Like, some people more than others. And then you have to deal with that.
But, like, pee's just pee. Why is it not that bad as poop? Because poop smells gross, I feel like. And it just is, like, it has a reputation.
And you're maybe farting. Maybe it's loud. Maybe it's splashy. There's lots of factors. But
there's grunting.
I mean, you can be getting sick, and that's, like, not a fun thing for anybody.
Yeah, diarrhea.
So
the big D, as I like to call it.
So we're dealing with this discomfort. I mean, it's uncomfortable as it is. And then we have the added factor of a poorly designed public restroom. Like, what in the fuck is happening here?
I didn't know that we had I didn't know we had such bad, poorly designed like public restrooms and stalls until I visited Europe. And they have like floor to ceiling doors. So like you go into the bathroom and like no one can see your shoes, so they don't know it's like there's like all the little hints of like who's in there. They're gone. And you have so much more privacy.
And this is something I think a lot of people don't realize. If you're used to something, you don't know. Maybe you haven't traveled outside of the U.S., or maybe you have and you know what we're talking about. Or you have never been to the U.S. and you don't understand like what we're talking about. Here in the States, there's a reputation for public restrooms, just run-of-the-mill public restrooms like at a rest stop or a fast food restaurant or whatever, to be very, very not private. So there's huge gaps like where the door closes, and then the stall door doesn't go from floor to ceiling. It's like it just cuts off like where your shins are basically when you're sitting on the toilet.
Like you could see feet.
You could see feet.
You can't see over it generally unless you're at the beach. And then sometimes there's like these very tiny, weird little tiny stalls.
Yeah. But it's weird. And if you know, it's weird. If you don't, it's weird.
Dude, at my work, we have privacy flaps, which are like a product that they have installed to like cover the like cracks in the doors. They're fucking clear.
What?
I'm like, okay, so now I'm just blurry. Like, you could still see it's me. I'm wearing a checkered shirt today. Why bother? It's like, just don't look. So, that's the worst. Wait, is that not the worst thing in the entire world? When you're on the toilet and you're just like looking ahead and you see an eyeball make eye contact with you through that fucking slot.
Oh my God.
Or it's chilling. Like if you make eye contact with even someone, if it's not you on the receiving end and you're the eye contact maker. My God. Oh my God. I'm just like, oh God.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like
my God.
Raise your hand if you've ever made eye contact with somebody.
Oh my God.
I'm raising my hand.
I'm raising my hand. Just an eyeball. It's like just
in the little slit that's like where the door closes.
Oh my God.
And the locks.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you've ever sat on a toilet in a public restroom and wondered if the stall door was too high on the bottom and the toilet was too low. And people could probably see your entire cooch while you're changing your tampon. That's definitely happened to me before.
Or are you okay, so for those of our listeners who haven't ever had to insert a tampon, there's different ways you do it. The instructions that come with the package tell you to put a foot on the toilet.
Yeah.
and do it standing up, which means your butthole would be exposed to the crack in the door.
I mean, you don't have to turn all the way around, but yeah, I mean.
Wait, what do you mean?
You can go on the side and put a leg up.
It depends on how big the stall
That's
is.
true. That's
Some
true.
are very narrow.
Yeah,
and you
that's
don't.
true.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. I just like airplane bathrooms keep getting smaller. At least those are semi-private, but like you can hear everything that's happening in there. And it's amplified somehow. It's so fucking loud on a plane, you can't hear anything except for when someone
Flushes a toilet.
or flushes a toilet.
Well, and there's always somebody going into the bathroom. So, like, if you're shitting and I've never shit on an airplane. That is just rude.
I have once. I had to.
You had to.
It was an emergency. I would prefer not to.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if it's an emergency, that's another story. But just like for fun, I would never.
Oh, no, for fun. Just for shits and giggles, literally.
Shits and giggles, no.
Where do you think that comes from?
The plane.
The plane. It's from shitting on a plane and then laughing about it in your seat.
It's not the Mile High Club, babe. It's the fucking Shits and Giggle Club.
Bitch.
Yeah. There's always somebody coming in the bathroom behind you, though. So there's never an instance where you're like, it wasn't me, you know?
You know what the best part about when I shit on a plane was?
What?
Well, it was an emergency, and the cart was in the aisle, so I had to use the first class one.
I hope my old semi-boss was there.
Yeah, she clogged it right before me.
Because she only flies first class.
Oh, God, she would. Okay, but you know what is also fucked up is that, so in this New York Times article, they were talking about, I mean, just like all this random stuff, but I didn't know this, but it makes sense, that generally men's and women's restrooms have been designed based on the same amount of space.
Right.
And you know that because it's like they always mirror each other.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's like, oh, if the women's restroom is on the, right side of the hallway, the men's on left. But whatever. It's like, mirrored. Yeah. And what is weird is that women need a little bit more space because we need more toilets, like actual toilets and stalls because we don't use urinals. So, and in the men's room, there's urinals, so they can have like slightly roomier stalls because they don't need as many, I guess. Yeah,
and there's like they have the same amount of square footage,
right? So like in a woman's room, probably male architects. Let's be honest.
Oh, for sure.
Are like, okay, well, we need to make sure there's like enough places for women to relieve themselves. In the men's room, we have 3 urinals and 2 stalls. Well, I guess we need 5 stalls in the same space. And it's just like, they just like fucking jam pack like sardine stalls in there. Yeah. And one handicap stall.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to use that unless you absolutely have to.
Yeah.
Because you need to save it for other people.
Yeah.
So you wedge yourself into this tiny little stall and you do all your business in there. And sometimes it doesn't go well.
No. And also, what they do now too is they put the like changing tables in the handicap stall.
Oh no!
So it's like it's like rude. It's like I don't want to like take the handicap stall if I don't have to. I'm just here to change my kid. I'm not trying to like take up a whole stall.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to the bath. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like taking a restroom away from somebody.
But is that also like if you're out on your own and you have to use the restroom, you have to use it? Can't you like pull that down and strap your kid into it so that you could pee?
Yeah, I guess so.
What else do you do with him? Put him in stroller.
Yeah, I just like
hold him,
huck him over my shoulder and use one arm and pull my pants down.
What a superhero.
It's fucking hard. And he's getting a lot bigger and squirmier, so it's a lot harder.
And almost walking.
Yeah, so.
So go figure.
I could not buckle him down if I wanted to on one of those things. He would immediately get out of it.
Oh my God.
Or
what a wiggle worm.
Or scream super loud, and nobody wants that. So.
Or do you if you're trying to poop? No one can hear you. It's great.
He's like a sound machine for pooping.
He's like a white noise machine for doo-doos.
Oh my God.
I've had a kid before, like in with their parents, and they're like, "I'm done," and the mom's like, "Okay, wait here," and the kid just crawls under into my stall. And I'm like, hi.
There's a small child in here.
Yeah, and they're just like looking, and the parents like, "Get back here! I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry," and I'm like, "It's okay."
Oh my God. What a weird social situation.
It's happened more than once.
Dude.
Yeah. Just because I'm like, I remember being a kid and, like, looking under, you know, I don't know, like, you're just like,
You're
ugh.
crawling all over shit.
Yeah.
You're hiding in the clothes racks
Yeah,
and
the clothes racks.
Nordstrom's. Yeah.
Exactly. You're
Whatever.
like,
Yeah.
it's like fun because you're little and you fit into all these little spaces.
Yeah.
But
Ugh.
maybe don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so yeah, we're crammed into the bathrooms, into the stalls.
Mhm.
The worst is when you're at an airport and you're trying to get your fucking luggage in
Oh
the
my
stall
God.
with you, and they don't open out, they open in,
Oh.
and you're like, how am I supposed to? You like straddle the toilet to get
Oh
your
my God. And
to get the door
everything
open.
touches the toilet. And
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
There are good airport restrooms where
Mhm.
it's like, oh, the stall's a little bigger and it has a long runway to the toilet.
Right.
Like when you open the door, there's like a long runway.
Yeah, and you can
And it's
get
like
out.
long and narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's like, you could put your suitcase and then you could still sit down. You have
Yep.
plenty of leg room.
Yeah.
Maybe there's even a shelf behind the toilet for your purse.
Oh.
Oh, talk about planning.
Great. The worst though is when you hang your purse on the stall door and it makes the like lock come off the track because maybe your purse weighs like 80 pounds like mine does, but it like it if it has any heft at all to it, it'll make the door open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? It like makes
Yeah.
the lock come out of the
And you
little
don't even
slot.
notice because you like
Yeah.
put it there and you have to pee so bad and then it's like it just like slowly
Slowly
opens.
opens, yeah.
Yeah, and it goes
And
and
you're
then
like,
all
I'm
this-
in here.
someone's in here.
The worst.
And you hope that it actually does come inward at that moment because you push your hand out to stop it. But if it's swinging out and you don't notice, you just open it.
Yeah, there's no like little latch to catch it.
Yeah,
Oh
it just
my god.
fucking swings open. But why are we so embarrassed by all this? It's so ridiculous. We're all doing the same thing in there. No one's doing anything weird. I mean,
I know.
Usually, I don't know.
mean,
We don't know.
Well, that's the reason all these public restrooms are so poorly designed. According to the Public Restroom Association, I think is actually the name, publicrestroom.org or whatever the fuck. There is an actual.
Oh.
It's not really called that, but it's like something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't write it down because it was so ridiculous. But there is a website. They actually say the reason it's designed, the public restrooms in America are designed the way they are, is because they don't want any funny business happening in there.
Mm.
But like, calm down.
I'm sorry. Like, what? If you look at the fucking percentages, like, that's like the argument why they weren't letting homeless people use toilets for the longest time. It's like, oh, well, they might be doing drugs in there or something. It's like, okay, out of everyone that comes in here in a day, how likely is that? You know what I mean? It's like,
Also, just
people
who
just
cares?
cherry pick that bullshit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I feel like I can probably do drugs easier in a bathroom stall than I can changing a tampon. Like I could, like people will know that I'm changing a tampon more than they'll
Doing
know that
drugs?
I'm doing drugs.
Yeah. Because 1 foot or
Yeah.
and your butthole's to the crack.
Yeah,
and-
I'm
And-
making
and there's-
I'm making eye contact with my butthole. Just you
and
know.
the door's so short they could see the string.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
yeah.
Like they could see the bottom of your pubes and like
Yeah.
they know and yeah, they just like know there's period stuff happening and they hear the little trash can because they're all metal.
I mean, for a country that prides itself on, independence and
Yeah.
freedom and
Mhm.
privacy, this is such a reflection of our puritanical roots. Truly.
How do we how do we move forward? You know what I mean? Because like it's causing problems. Women are like very shy about pooping, but also men, because they have to stand next to each other at urinals, have like pee shyness.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't want to go pee in a urinal if I was a dude. I mean, I'd probably be. You get conditioned over time, but like.
Sure, but like some people think it's weird.
And some people are raised differently. Like
Yeah.
there's a
More
lot of
modest.
more modest, or maybe they're shamed when they're like
Yeah.
growing up. I don't know.
And also, especially with like bro-y culture and how like bro-y young dudes can be talking about each other's dicks and stuff. It's like, what if you have a
Anatomic
weird
sit-ups.
dick?
You're traumatized by anatomic sit-up.
What if someone did an anatomic sit-up to you, but they were turned around, so you put your face in
Isn't
their
that
dick?
isn't that just like a getting teabagged? Which is
Yeah,
like
but that's
really,
just the balls.
that's
I'm
just
saying,
the
like,
that's
what
just
if
the
you
Brett Kavanaugh. That's like this motherfucker's out here.
Brett Kavanaughing people?
Yeah.
But what if you just like face planted into like a fully like flaccid dick and balls?
It's like it's a pie to the face. A penis pie to the face. I don't know.
It's called being slapped with a sausage.
I hate it. I hate
Yeah.
it all. Um, well, all that said, I mean,
Yeah.
we Americans, we're getting better at it. We recognize that there's a big flaw in our public restroom design. Some people, restaurants, private businesses, whatever,
Yeah.
hotels, whatever, they're making efforts to make the public restroom a more enjoyable space.
Hotels, don't worry. You're way ahead of the curve. Hotels,
Yeah.
public restrooms are generally great.
Yeah, I'm not talking about like the restroom in your room. I'm talking about
No, I know.
But
The lobby bathroom.
The lobby bathroom, nice.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
still make it more private.
Yeah.
There are restrooms like the one at the Palazzo. We've talked about it before. It is nice because it's very large, and that's generally where I poop when I'm staying with friends.
And also another thing I will say about American public restrooms is there's not enough. Like you're out and about, like in big cities, there's not enough public restrooms for people who are just trying to get from point A to point B, trying to do some touring around. It's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
There's something backwards about it, and we need to change that because everybody has to go to the bathroom. If you don't, it'll be bad for everybody.
I don't want you shitting yourself.
So listen, all that said, we got some tips for pooping in public.
Can't wait.
I will say first and foremost, assess your situation.
Oh.
This is very important.
What do you mean?
You don't want to go into a bathroom like you're running and you got to pee real bad, whatever, you got to take a shit.
Yeah.
What if the toilet doesn't flush?
Oh, okay.
Okay, first things first. What are you working with? Is there a good amount of toilet paper? Check. Is the toilet in working order? Like I said, check.
Wait, so do you recommend running in and flushing it first things?
Yeah, I would do a
pre-flush.
This is what I do. I like to do a pre-flush.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's, toilet paper in there and you're like, why is there toilet paper in there? Why is there a full bowl of piss and maybe a little turd in there? What is happening? Is there something weird happening?
Yeah.
Or is the toilet broken?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Great.
I always do a pre-flush. I know that's like not environmentally sound, but worth it.
You know what? A lot of toilets these days are like low flow anyway,
flow.
so we're fine.
I mean, that is also something you should check and make sure if it's a low flow toilet. Do you need to flush
as you're shitting? Otherwise, it'll leave a giant ass skid mark.
Yeah. Check and make sure the toilet's in working order. Check. Does the door close / lock properly? Like I said, you could hang your purse on the door. It can make it open. Or the lock doesn't line up at all.
Oh my
not
God.
going to close. Or like it's totally fucking broken. You need to put your hand on the thing while you're shitting. Or underneath, you need to hold it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
hold it in. If it opens out.
Yeah. If you have if it's low enough, you need to hold the bottom of the stall door. I've done that many, many times.
Oh my God.
Is the seat clean and or are there seat covers? Make sure. I mean, get some toilet paper, wipe it down. I personally do not use seat covers.
Oh.
Because, you know what?
You gamble.
I gamble. I just wipe down the seat. I'm good.
Yeah, you wipe down the seat first, though.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah. Check. You're good to go. All right. You're on the toilet. You know what? Sometimes I like to carry a little poopery with me. You know the spray? You just spray it on the surface of the water. Good. If I'm going to take a shit, it's not that I'm ashamed to shit.
Yeah.
It's that I'm trying to be respectful to the other people in the bathroom.
You're trying to lessen your footprint.
That's right. My shit print.
You're trying to lessen your shit print.
Another thing that sometimes I bring with me, and this is like very bougie, but this is not necessary.
Incense.
No. Travel flushable wipes.
Oh, I mean,
just in case.
Listen, this goes back to the bidet.
Goes back to the bidet. Goes back to when I after I had my surgery to get my ostomy reversed,
Yeah.
it was a very delicate situation. I needed all the help I could get.
I'm sorry. Like, I fucking love wipes. I love the bidet. I need to be clean back there because if I'm not, it causes issues.
Like, these Charmin bears are out here acting like they're the ones that need their clean assholes. I would
Humans.
say we are the ones. Nicole and I,
We need a clean asshole.
we need a clean asshole.
You know what? The Charmin bears are a metaphor for me and Erin.
Yeah.
And it's true because I'm not out here using the one-ply toilet paper. I'm not out here, although I will say the Charmin Extra Soft does what they say
Pill.
it doesn't do, and it pills and it leaves little tiny chunks of toilet paper all up and down your butt pubes.
Mm-mm.
And I don't like that.
I don't like that either. Ultra Strong, or I use another brand of toilet paper now because of that.
Me too. But what is it? Kirkland?
No.
Oh, I use
what's the quilted northern?
Oh, Quilted Northern.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh,
Ultra,
it is?
Ultra plush.
Oh,
It's really
nice. Oh, okay.
good. Highly
Yeah, I
recommend.
still like Ultra Strong. I used just the Costco one because I was getting so annoyed that it was like leaving behind. Charmin was leaving behind
Yeah.
so much fucking
Lint.
shrapnel.
Yeah.
It was not good, and it was irritating me.
Yeah. Yeah. Really, you have to use a wipe after that, really.
You do. It's like you have to go wipe, toilet paper, wipe, and then your asshole's wet, and I don't like that. I like a dry asshole. First I wet it, I either bidet it or I wipe it.
Then you have to dry it.
Then I dry it with the dry toilet paper.
Man, your butthole is pristine.
You could eat a meal off of it. I'm not saying you'd want to. Pete could eat a meal off of it.
Pete eats his butthole.
I don't want anyone back there.
No.
Honestly, I think
But
the
if somebody
hemorrhoids would
was,
scare someone
if somebody was, they'd be like, okay.
Yeah. Honestly, like, fucking, my butthole right now is probably like, you know how like buffets have different levels?
You have shelves in your butthole.
Bumps, I would say. I don't know what a hemorrhoid looks like, but I imagine it to be like
A hump.
yeah, and like little like like a cake plate, like different sized cake plates and charcuterie boards. Like it's a buffet. It's like there's the levels to it. But I think maybe that makes it unique.
It's like we've talked about this before. You have a butthole print.
Yeah, everybody has a butthole print.
Yeah.
It's unique to you.
Yeah.
It says, you know what? You know what we should do? I just spit. We should open a business instead of palm reading. We read people's buttholes, and we just tell them what kind of person we think they are.
Like, you don't have to even show your face. We
Yeah.
have a curtain, and they just gaper, and we say, oh, yes.
Great. Okay, I'm seeing. And we use like
We can make a whole new, like, palmistry, like, map.
Oh my god.
But holistry. I don't know.
Yeah. And maybe it's like, maybe there's like different things that, like, maybe there's different things your butthole says about you based on like how hairy it is. Like, how high your crack goes.
Oh, yeah.
The coloring.
Yeah.
Like, we could have so many things.
Oh, my God.
Oh my god.
It's a whole new frontier.
Oh my god. It's a whole new back tier.
Well,
all right. What else?
Poopery and flushable wipes, not necessary, but nice to have. My next tip, drink lots of water.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
You should be hydrated anyway, but drinking lots of water will help things come
Flow
out
easier.
Come out more smoothly. Helps with constipation.
Mm-hmm.
And peeing at the same time, if you have to pee really bad, it helps relax your sphincter muscles too.
Oh.
So and once your bladder is relieved, it takes some pressure off of everything else down there. So I would say drink a lot of water. Another tip, put a couple of squares of teepee in the bowl before you sit down on it. Like, make sure they're in the bowl.
Yeah.
And just to help with backsplash.
Yeah, it's like a turd hammock.
Or a noise. Like,
Yeah.
muffle the splash.
It's like a turd pillow.
Yeah.
It like softly catches
Yeah.
the poop so
Yeah.
it doesn't like splash
Yeah.
up at your butt or make a sound.
Yeah, because you don't know if it's coming out kersplashy or not.
Although I do.
Like, sometimes you think you have, like, a good, solid, like, big turd, but then it could come out in chunks. You don't know.
This is like gonna make me gag. Okay, I'm part of the problem. I'm just gonna say that right now. When someone's shitting in like a stall next to you and you like hear it enter the water but it's not splashy,
You're like, whoa.
it's like
It's like in the movie Coneheads when Connie Conehead dives in the water, it makes like no splash. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh my god. And it's just like it's like instead of like you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. All right.
Well,
So lay the
lay some
squares
toilet,
down.
yeah, lay some toilet paper down.
Give it a nice soft landing.
I mean, it's really only necessary if you care about that.
Oh,
If you
okay.
don't care, then who gives a
But
shit?
also, listen, this is where like the pieces start to click together and we have a whole routine that we need to set up and it's well choreographed. Like you know, you need
Yeah.
like all your steps. If you've wiped down the seat with some toilet paper, put it in and then shit right on that.
Yeah, I should have had that step after that. My bad.
No, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. And then, oops. You sit down, you're going, and then do a courtesy flush.
Yeah.
It's just good manners.
Mhm.
But, just make sure everything's copacetic.
Yeah.
But I would say make sure the toilet flushes well first. If it's a low flow, you probably want to do a courtesy flush sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Um,
And you want to time it right because if you do it too soon, that turd's gonna scrape along the dry bowl.
Yeah.
and it's
Or if you're like having a real tootie sesh,
Oh.
you want to like mask the fart.
Yeah.
You can flush at the same time.
Yeah.
you
Just
know?
like don't do it too much because then you're wasting water.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh my god, that reminds me. A friend of ours from high school used to shower like. She used to run the shower while she would poop. And I would get so mad. I'm like, you're wasting hot water in our house. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even think like, oh, water, that's bad. I was like, you're wasting hot water.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Just poop.
Yeah.
There's a fan. You won't hear it.
Oh my god.
Like,
That's funny.
Yeah.
And then you know what? My last step is
Uh-huh.
just let go and remember that everybody poops. Take some deep breaths. Hopefully
go.
it just
Slide right out.
yeah. Just relax.
I know. It's so much easier to say than do, but we should all and also like support other people who you know are pooping. Try not to be too awkward. Like don't my instinct and I know I have to work on this. You guys, newsflash, I'm not perfect. It's true. That was hard to admit. But but it's like, my first thing is to come out and go, someone was taking the hugest dump in there. Like, I just think it's funny. And I don't mean to shame anyone. And I generally don't know who it is,
Yeah.
But it's just like funny to me because I think that's funny. I don't know. But I'm like trying so hard not to do that. And I haven't done that in a very, very, very long time. But that's always my first instinct because I find it funny. But it's like, no, we need to support each other,
You're
not
like,
care.
You need to be like, what if that was me
right.
shitting?
and
I would
I
feel
don't-
so bad. Like if somebody came and was like, oh, somebody's taking a huge dump.
I think, which is why I'm scared to do it.
Yeah,
because
it's
in
classic,
my head,
classic projection.
it's classic projection. In my head, I'm like, oh my god, that's so funny. I want to tell everyone that someone was pooping and it was gross. But it's like, no one's doing that.
Also, nobody cares. Like, you come
Nobody
out and say
cares.
something, and everybody's like, "Okay, cool. Somebody was taking a shit. You just took the nastiest shit the other day. What the fuck are you?"
Seriously. And then I'm
Laughing
like, oh
about.
god. And then I'm just like, I get shut down, and
Yeah.
then I cry.
Oh.
That's what happens when
Oh.
when I get made fun of. I can dish it, but I can't take it.
Oh.
No, I'm fine.
We're working on it.
I'm fine. But I just think we need to rewire our brains, especially women, and support our shitsters. Those are our shitting sisters.
I love it.
Because you'll like this as an anthropologist
Mm.
because women in the olden days, specifically the gold rush days, they were all out just like in the prairies and shit. You know, even as they were like making their way in the covered wagons on the fucking Oregon Trail and shit, men would just like go out into the fields and they would just like find a shrub or pop a squat literally in the middle of the prairie, and like people could see them but they didn't care.
Yeah, they're out there in the fucking
Yeah,
prairie.
they're like, I'm a man.
And they're like, oh, what's Pa doing over there? And they're
Yeah,
like,
like-
Ma's like, oh, he's taking a shit. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh yeah, it's classic Pa shitting posture. I read a lot of Laura Ingalls Wilder when I was a kid.
Oh my god.
So
yeah.
Ma and Pa are,
Cute.
yeah.
Yeah, he's just staying regular. Mary Jo. But so ladies didn't do that. The women would form elaborate protective circles to shield one another. They'd all stand in a circle, facing out, holding their skirts to the side to form a wall, like their big ass prairie skirts. So like they're all facing out in a circle with like their hands stretched out with their skirts, creating like basically like a wall around someone.
Yeah.
Who then one at a time would take turns going to the bathroom in the middle of the circle.
Oh, I hope they would move the circle from the
Like
where-
they're like, it's your turn to go. Like, just mind my
Yeah.
steaming pile of shit. I think they'd probably also dig a little hole and like,
Yeah, probably.
what if
covered
though you then dug a hole and it was like where there was shit?
up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hope they like were like, all right, now let's move the circle over here now.
90 degrees
Yeah.
to the left. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it was in our like blood to like protect each other and help each
love
other
it.
have a better poop, and now it's not. We need to get back to that, and it's especially important for women because they have a physically harder time, according to this New York Times article where all this information's from. They have a harder time actually going to the bathroom.
Like physically
Going to the bathroom because according to Dr. Robin Chutkin,
Chutkin.
Chutkin,
Chicken?
Robin Chicken,
Chutkan?
Chutkan. No,
I don't know.
I think it's Chutkin, Chutkan. We don't know. She says that she's like a gastroenterologist. Men's intestines are shorter and like a U shape, and women,
Oh.
their intestines are like a tangled up slinky.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so it takes women longer to get it out. So if you're not relaxed and you're not like ready to go fully, like if you're not prairie dogging, then it's like harder for a woman to like relax and like it work its way down. There's like a lot of
Interesting.
repetitive intestinal segments that like cause it to be longer.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how true that is, but it was in the New York Times. So
Well, I will say since my rectum was shortened from my surgery,
is it easier?
it's not easier, but it is more urgent.
Oh, okay.
So it's like,
But
okay,
doesn't
I have
that
to go
make
to the
it
bathroom.
easier in a way? Like it
Yeah, it can.
Yeah. It can also make it more problematic.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, fuck, I want to go to the bathroom right now, and that's
Yeah.
that's what is it's really shitty,
Yeah.
literally. Oh yeah. Also, I recommend a squatty potty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good for you.
Squatty potty, a tushy, or whatever brand is cheapest on Amazon for a little bidet.
Oh,
And just relax and remember that everybody poops.
and who cares?
No-
Honestly, you know what, too? It's like, I don't know why I don't just, like, do it. Because if I walked out and someone was like, were you just shitting? Oh, I know where this comes from.
What?
I may have said this story before, but I had, like, an urgent matter. And I was driving my mom up the mountain. We had sushi, and I think it, like, triggered something. You know, there's, like, active cultures and stuff in raw fish. And I
Yeah.
think it, like, didn't agree with my, like, gut fauna.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got to the gas station, the Valero, in like Twin Peaks, and I like parked, ran in, diarrheaed. And I hear like girls talking in there.
Oh, was it teens?
It wasn't teens, but it was like trashy like post teens.
Yeah.
Like they weren't like in high school, I don't think, but they were like maybe 20 or whatever. And I like walk out, they're not in there anymore. I wash my hands. I walk to the car, and they come over to the car, and they go, Were you the one that was just shitting in the bathroom? And I was like, yeah, I didn't feel good. And they laughed. And I was like, oh my God. I was an adult at this point too. And I was like, oh my God. They just shamed me for having
What the
uncontrollable diarrhea.
Oh my God. I hope those bitches get diarrhea every
every-
single day. I hope they all have IBS now. That's mean. It's rude.
But also I
But
do.
also,
yeah.
yeah.
Or like they're dead or whatever.
No. Oh,
What's
dear.
worse? Whatever's worse of those two scenarios. I hope
Uncontrollable
they have it.
diarrhea. I hope each and every one of those bitches have
Shit
shit
out their
themselves
butthole. Oh.
in public at least once.
At least.
Since
And I hope
then.
someone comes up to them and they will go, excuse me, were you the one that just shit yourself? I can smell it. It was awful.
Aw.
Honestly,
That's terrible.
yeah, they're rude.
Well, don't ever do that to anybody. Just, you know what? Everybody poops.
Yeah.
Embrace.
I would never.
Is
All
that
right.
it?
Yeah, that's
did we do it all?
What an episode.
My God. Why? Let's, design better bathrooms.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad about shitting. Just
Yeah.
do your thing.
Mhm.
But, be respectful about it. Like,
Yeah.
don't be...
If you want more premium content, you're welcome. Follow us on social medias, DTFU Podcast, all the platforms.
Go to our website, dtfupodcast.com. Get some merch.
Merch.
It's back in the matrix.
Oh my God.
We got it. T-shirts, stickers, magnets.
Ooh, love it.
And you know what? Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Leave a review. All the things.
Yeah. And you know what? Be excellent to yourselves.
And each other.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.